Okay, well, I guess that's okay. All right, so Hunyan Shigong. So, Jill, I was just going to suggest that you go back and listen to the earlier recording of this class to get the first move, but there was no recording. I don't know whether I hit the controls wrong or whether the recording service just wasn't working, but the recording did not happen. So I'm going to go over this first move again, not in as much detail as the other day, but just the basic outlines. So the routine begins with 3 Tai Chi circles. Clockwise, and counterclockwise. All right. Okay, why are you doing that? Why does one do that? One does that to wake up the Dantian. So when you do this movement, don't do it from the shoulders, do it from the energetic center of the body, from the Dantian. All right, watch the white. All right, and then onward. Let me ask you guys a couple of questions about this. Watch this. All right, when I'm up here, where's the Dantian? It's over here. All right. When I'm here, where's the Dantian?
Other side.
It's over on the other side. It's leading. Your mind leads the Dantian leads the hands. And the other side. Lots of folks, when they start Tai Chi and Qigong, make the mistake of having them all move at the same, in the same, exact same pattern. So it looks more like this. All right? But it's not. The Dantian goes first, and then the hands follow.
Why do I feel like my dantian is going in reverse of my hands?
Going in reverse of your hands?
It's if my hands are going clockwise, my dantian is going counterclockwise.
No,
Oh
mine
no,
is.
I'm not saying that's what it should be doing.
Yours may be, but mine is not.
Right.
What's going on here? Let me use our blackboard. All right, so you've got a big circle, and let's say your hands are here, right? That means your Dantian is going to be over on this side, but your Dantian is moving in a circle like this, right? Your hands are also moving in a circle like that, right? So the difference is your hands are over here, your Dantian is over here, but they're both moving in the same direction. You shouldn't be doing opposite circles, at least not for this exercise. You can do that, all right, but not for this exercise.
It was, I think, just I don't know. It was just like, I mean, I was noticing that the dantian was, but then I realized it was going the wrong way. So I'll have to.
You have to get your Dantian under control.
Yeah.
Okay. The second move is called lowering the chi and cleansing the organs. So your 5 organs are your heart, your liver, your spleen, your lungs, and your kidneys, right? And you just want to wash those in the morning, right? Rather than take them out of your body and wash them in the sink, you're going to wash them with some chi, right? So you're going to gather chi from heaven, yang chi from heaven, and breathe it into the very top of the head, the Xinguang acupuncture point, and then gently lower it through the body, let it wash through the body, right? And pick up any discomfort or tension, and then go right past the dantian and gently wash it out the bottom of the feet. And again, breathe in and breathe out. 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 So when you do this exercise, it's just like washing clean water through the body, only it's chi. When you do this, you have to use your mind, and you have to feel these things. So that means you need to slow up a little bit and actually feel what's happening. So you open your palms to heaven to gather chi, right? And then bring it into the Shingon, right? And you should be able to feel that. It almost makes the hair on top of your head stand up, right? And then very gently, you're not pushing it through. What you're doing is following it with your hands as it sinks through the body. Right, all the way down the legs, all the way down to the bottom of the feet, and out through the bottom of the feet into the ground. Right, up to the dantian again. Right, just stay by the dantian for a moment. Now, as you sink the dantian, right, you should feel it coming down your arms, and it fills up the end of the fingers, right? And you feel it go down the legs and fill up the feet, and then even the toes, and then go out the bottom of the feet, the Yin Chuan acupuncture point. relax. So as a standalone exercise, you should do that 36 times. So that'll take a good 15 minutes or so when you do it. You may notice some effects from that. This should help your digestion. It should also help your elimination. Right? So one of the things that Master Feng and Master Zhang would always say when you're doing a dedicated Qigong is if you need to burp, fart, or go to the bathroom, just do it. Right? Don't inhibit your bodily functions. Let them just happen. Right? Encourage them to happen because that's part of the function of this. Instead of holding it all inside, you're letting go of this. Right? It really will help your digestion and your elimination. In fact, all these exercises will. Okay, questions? All right. Let's go on to the next move. The next move is called charging the 3 dantians. So what it's about is charging up your batteries, so to speak. And it's specifically designed to work with the triple burner. Do you guys know what the triple burner system is? One way to describe the triple burner system is it's essentially your metabolism, but it's not just your physical metabolism, it's also your energetic metabolism. So the triple burners or triple little charcoal stoves are the lower dantian, the middle dantian, and the upper dantian. All right. So how it works is the lower dantian. Let's see if I can get this right. The lower dantian takes chi from the earth and from everything that lives on the earth, and the burner refines it into what's called Jing, Jing. The closest physical analog to Jing is just kind of the basic life force, including eggs and sperm. So it's that lower, it's not lower in any sense other than just lower in the body, right? The middle burner, the triple burners, takes the Jing and it refines it into Qi. The upper dantian takes the Qi and refines it into Shun. Shun means spirit. So it's kind of the universal life force to your own personal Jing, to your own Qi, to your own Shun, and then it just goes out and you meld with the cosmos, right? So that's the basic idea of the system. It's just to work through those different levels. So what this exercise does is you can think of 3 little charcoal burners. You know the kind of charcoal burners? They're about so big, right? And like when we were in China, we went one time to in the old part of town, when it was still the old town, before they knocked it all down and put up all these high rises. We went to a Mongolian restaurant. And I mean, it was a hole in the wall. It was a room about the size of my garage. And it had 6 or 8 tables in it. And there was then there were some steps down into this little kitchen, this tiny little kitchen. And the maitre d' was the husband and the cook was the wife. And they served us, say, like about a 7-course Mongolian dinner. And they cooked the meat on a tiny little stove out on the sidewalk, right? Not a stove, but like a grill, right? So it's like one of those little charcoal burners. You've got 3 of them, one low, one middle, one high, right? So what we're going to do in this exercise is clean them, right? Clean them out of all the old charcoal from yesterday and get them ready to use for today. And then we're going to bring some, and in addition, you're bringing in Qi and feeding it from each of the dantians into the Dantian. So you actually have many Dantians in your body, up and down your spine, just like you have many chakras. But this is the Dantian. So we're going to gather chi into the third eye, and then lower it down and let it stay in the Dantian. So that's charging it. It charges the upper Dantian, but it also charges the middle Dantian. The second set of movements, let me demonstrate. So a couple of points. When you reach out and you're gathering, in this case, because it's up above, you're gathering heaven chi, gathering yang chi. Right? And you breathe it in to the third eye. And then just relax and let it sink on its own down into the Dantian. And then you just pause a moment at the Dantian. Why are you pausing? Because you're digesting the energy. Right? It's going to, maybe digest is the wrong word, but that's exactly really what you're doing, only it's energetic. You're letting it cook. Right? And it's going to cook and warm up, and then it's going to release energy into the body, everywhere. Right? Up, down, sideways, every different direction. It's going to feed every cell in the body. Right? That's the upper Dantian. Then we're going to do the middle Dantian, which is just directly into the Dantian. Now, I'll see if I can find a video of Master Feng doing this. When Master Feng does this exercise, his whole body swells up. Have you ever seen a frog swell up to make his frog sounds, right? It's just like that. I can't even imitate it. I don't know how he does it.
Well, my hands are getting warm.
Well, that's good. That's good. That's one of the signs that it's working. Okay. Watch. All right. Breathe in. Open the Tanzhong. Now relax the Tanzhong down to the Mingmen, which is the back of this. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then the third, lower Dantian, is working with the Huiyin acupuncture point and the the end of the spinal canal, your tailbone. All right. So for this one, you dip down to your knees, or you can even dip down to the ground if that's comfortable. And first, you gather yang qi from heaven. All right. The second one, we gathered a mixture of yin from the earth and yang from heaven directly into the dantian. This one, we're going to gather yin qi from earth. All right. Breathe it up and breathe it into the Hui Yin. The Hui Yin acupuncture point is between your anus and your genitals. Right? It's that little patch of smooth skin. Right? You breathe it into that, take it up the tailbone to the Ming Mun in the back, right? Back behind the dantian. And then roll it forward into the dantian. And let it sit in the dantian and cook. Breathe in. And then as you roll it forward into the dantian, breathe out. Okay, so this is a teaching session, not an actual practice session. But hopefully we're doing enough practice here that you can begin to feel how powerful this is. When our style of Tai Chi is called Huanyan Tai Chi. It's called Huanyan after this routine. This routine, Grandmaster Feng learned from Hu Yaoqian, Grandmaster Hu Yaoqian, who he's the person who came up with the term Qigong. Before about in the mid 1950s, it wasn't called Qigong. It was called Neigong. But the communists didn't like Neigong because for various religious reasons. So he took the practices out of its former context and put them into a medical context. And because he was a traditional Chinese medical doctor. So the communists went, oh yeah, that's great. In fact, they had him write a book that they distributed to all the members of the People's Liberation Army, because this is about taking care of your own health. Hu Yaoqian opened the first Qigong hospital or clinic in Beijing, and he was a medical doctor for years until the Cultural Revolution came along. And I'm not even going to go into that, but let's just say he did not survive that. He was someone who had knowledge and had a little money, and so he was kind of revolutionary, etc., etc. A lot of Tai Chi and Qigong teachers did not make it through the Cultural Revolution. Grandmaster Feng was given a job an hour from his home and had to ride a bus an hour to and an hour back and couldn't practice any Tai Chi. Of course he did, but right, that's the way it was back then. The tradition in Chen Village was broken because the Red Guard came through Chen Village, destroyed all the monuments, they even destroyed the graves of the masters. They took the gravestones and threw them in the Yellow River. They destroyed the practice hall. So there was no more Tai Chi in Chen Village, the origin of Tai Chi. So after the Cultural Revolution was over, several masters who lived through it, including Master Feng, went back to Chen Village and restarted the training program there. So that's just a little aside. But this is the routine that Grandmaster Hu taught Grandmaster Feng, and that became the basis of Huinyan Tai Chi. It's a very powerful, my hands are just tingling, it's a very powerful medical Qigong. It's to, yes, it's to invigorate the body, but maybe more than that, how can I say? It's like to tune it up. It's like to keep it in tune. It's like tuning a piano every morning when you do this. So we do a somewhat abbreviated version on Sunday morning. Maybe someday we'll just do the whole thing there. But the real secret to this is your mind. Get your mind on truly what you're doing, and guide the chi, follow the chi, and do this. And if you're like me, you'll find it. After you've done it for an hour, you feel like you're full of chi. Right? Annie says I'm full of something else, but you're full of chi, and you literally feel like your whole body is pumped up. In fact, I've done it and done exercises where I've had to stop because it is becomes so intense. It's like, okay, no more. That's enough. It's like I've eaten as much food as I can possibly handle. This particularly happens to me when I do it outside in the sun, because you're gathering some sun energy as well as earth energy. It's very, very intense. So we have just a few minutes left. Let's do a formal set of upper dantian, middle dantian, and lower dantian. And I'm going to take this one off and let's just focus on the middle dantian. Okay. Okay, so there are 12 moves in this routine. If you're going to do the whole routine, then you might, for any exercise, normally do it like 9 times. Nine is the number of creativity in China, so you do 9 times. However, if you just were going to do maybe 1 or 2 of these, you might do it 18 times, you might do it 27 times, you might do it 36 times. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I felt pumped up. All right. Okay, guys, you have yourselves a great day. We'll continue with this tomorrow. Ciao.